Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me.
And Raw to take the 3v1, gets one, looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was really good.
Hello and welcome back to the stream. I am the Crushinator, and tonight I am bringing you a Nexus Gaming Series Heroic Division matchup. We've got 30k Violet taking on Vendetta in their final match of the regular season here. It's exciting to see if this match has any playoff implications. We see any seeding switch-ups with how the results come on through tonight, but this should be a really good matchup. I got to cast a little bit of Vendetta last week, and I've been catching 30k Violet through the various tournaments, so it should be an excellent matchup here today. Hope you're having an excellent day on this Tuesday night. Right now we've got 8 players in our lobby, so we should be getting going here in just a moment. Looks like the 9th is on the way. So let's go over to the map select. See what the teams have chosen for today. 30k Violet won the coin flip and opted for map pick, as they are often known to do, banning away Volskaya Foundry and Sky Temple. Vendetta has banned out Battlefield of Eternity and Towers of Doom. We're going to be starting things off on Infernal Shrines for our first map of this best of 3. Got 9 in the lobby now. Making sure I've got all the right folks, and hopefully we get our 10th and we'll be able to start in just a couple of minutes. How you doing, goofball? Welcome to the show. We're kicking things off on Infernal Shrines here to start things off. It will be Vendetta with the first pick. Now, there have been a couple of switcheroos here in terms of the opening bans. One change that has been, it wasn't quite as clear with the patch notes is there's been a lot of priority onto Lucio. We'll see if Lucio remains a high priority for these teams, or if they've just got their target bans all figured out for this matchup. As we start things off with Junkrat and Maiev taken away. Junkrat's still doing Junkrat things. Maiev very popular at this MMR bracket. We see a Nubarak banned as well. A Nubarak is one of those heroes that just kind of floats to the top when other tanks get nerfed, and Johanna got nerfed, so here we are in the Nubarak meta once again. Slexia subscribing for 5 months at tier 1. Welcome back, Slexia. Glad to have your support. I know the Violets know that you're cheering them on. As we see, 30k Violet going to remove Stukov. So leaving the Lucio, leaving the Brightwing. It's going to be Stukov taken off the top here, and we'll see what Vendetta wants to pick first. Of course, Infernal Shrine's a heavy bruiser map, and Zalgo Jack is going to take that Hogger in the first pick position. Now, what we saw from Zalgo Jack last week was a very menacing diva. So it's tough to deny that taking Hogger away from Equic player is probably a good idea. Panda Colada locking in the Tychus here alongside Nagrom's Johanna. Johanna still honestly doing fine post-nerfs. Obviously, damage not quite as high. Level 20 Heaven's Fury, a little bit less potent in the reset department. Still a great hero, still a great tank. SCH going to respond with the Vala here for Vendetta, and it's going to be Deckard here for Girozeris. Looking for that zone control that Infernal Shrines requires. So, 30k Violet, they see Tank and Flex are remaining to be chosen for Vendetta, and they will take Varian off the board to try to protect Johanna just a little bit here. Vendetta looking at the Tychus, looking at the Johanna. See what they don't want to deal with. They've already got the Hogger, probably not so much worried about the Leoric, and they will take that Lucio away. since Geozaris has already picked up the healer here. So 30k Violet. Zadie's been known to play Brightwing and Malfurion, and Anduin, as we see that picked up here, so no shortage of options were available for 30k Violet. Epic Player is going to go ahead and grab that Leoric regardless. It's a little bit of a tough matchup with the Entomb, as Hogger can literally just spin out of it like there's nothing there. However, having that percent damage alongside Tychus to make sure Hogger can't live on the point forever is going to be useful here for 30k Violet. It's going to be the Diva anyway, so going with a double bruiser here is Vendetta, and this is very likely to be a swap between Indigo Zap and Zalgo Jack to get that Diva over to Zalgo. So they find a way to get the Diva and the Hogger into their draft. Champ of Horde rounds things out with a Diablo. Double bruiser with Vala Hypercarry is going to be the Vendetta final draft setup. See what Albatox wants for the last pick here. It's going to be a Gul'dan. The Ghoul Man, the very best. Here for 30k Violet, you love to see it. There's that swap over on the side of Vendetta. Looks like Panda Colada is going to go onto the Gul'dan while Albatox switches to the Tychus. See if there's any other swapperoos. Looks like everyone's happy. Fantastic. In the meantime, for some reason I can't open my stream deck, but I will manually start a prediction. We'll win this game. 30k Violet or Vendetta. Start the prediction. We'll do it that way while we figure out what's going on with that. All right, loading on into Infernal Shrines, map number 1. The bet is open. Who do you think is going to take this one? It'll be 30k Violet with the Gul'dan draft. My favorite hero outside of Artanis. Or is the double bruiser of Vendetta going to be too much to handle? They've got a lot of zone control. They've got that Vala in the backline. If they can withstand the surge, I feel like they've got the objectives on lock. We'll see if they have what it takes here as we load on in. And load on in we shall. Continue to wait for that bar to continue filling on up. Take a swig in the meantime. Actually, while we have a moment, I'm not sure why my stream deck is not opening. It's fine. We can do manual predictions today. No big deal. Let's jump into the game. We are here. We are ready to go. It's game number 1, and on the left of the blue, we have 30k Violet. Epic Player is on Leoric, Albatox is on the Tychus, Nagron playing Johanna, Zadie is on the Anduin, and Panda Colada is playing the Gul'dan. On the right in the red, it is Vendetta. Geozaris is on the Deckard, SCH on the Vala. Zalgo Jack is playing the Diva. Indigo Zap on the Hogger, and Champ of Horde is playing Diablo. Here we go. It's game number 1 underway here. Johanna opting for the Laws of Hope on level 1. So we finally see Johanna take something other than the Shield Glare talent on 1. Gul'dan going to be going for those corruption stacks. E-Quest on 1. Vala going for W-Quest multi-shot stacks on 1. And Hogger going for the Easy Throw Dynamite Journeyman Cooking Quest to get that extra poke damage as the game goes on. Hogger spinning out of trouble there, getting that initial wave clear before the team rolls on out. And it is 30k Violet that have the initial wave clear advantage, which is understandable with a Gul'dan Johanna. You just group them up and blow them down, and away they go. Geozaris actually going to be cut off there by Nagrom. Panda Colada grabbing 1 stack on that cast. As we approach the 1 minute mark, it looks like we may have an engage here. Johanna's shield is used. Indigo Zap. Gonna go ahead and back off as Albatox was starting to lock in there. 30k Violet on the left is going to get their Cosra camp up and rolling. Over on the right, it is going to be started here by Vendetta. Between Hogger and Vala, I imagine that camp goes down pretty quickly, as now 30k Violet is going to jump directly onto the bottom camp. We see Deckard going ahead and scouting this out. Hogger just now finishing that right side camp. They're not going to be in time to get down here as the camp clear of 30k Violet. Very, very strong here at level 3. Deckard getting a quick route there as Champa Ford being forced away by the Tychus. This is going to be a little bit of a tough game for Diablo with that percent damage coming from 2 sources. Right now, only Tychus can provide that, but in the team fights, Leoric going to be providing that as well. As we got a bounce here from Hogger, going way into the back. Indigo Zap going to walk away and think that no one noticed where Hogger went, but it is going to be Diablo going down, and Hogger escapes. SCH barely getting out of there with the help of a Deckard potion as well. 30k Violet still have a shred of a wave and a shred of a camp to push down the bottom lane, and they might get this entire wall. Gul'dan throwing out the Fell Flame, but the team has to back off before they can finish off that top tower. Diablo back on the battlefield, going to come over and help the team rotate now. See D.Va visiting the mid, trying to make sure that soak is gained here, as we do have a pretty early lead on experience for the side of 30k Violet. As we take a look at that experience, we see the hero kill and the mercenaries are important, but very much ahead on the minions as well. So a great start for 30k Violet as they're nearly a level ahead here at the 30-minute mark, or 33-minute mark, I should say. In the top lane, it's going to be a Frozen Punisher to start things off. 30k Violet is right on top of things, getting those minions down. You see D.Va and Johanna battling in the off lane here. Nagrom getting a little bit chased down there. Diablo waiting for a possible gank onto Johanna, as we see Epic Player just going ahead and clearing this for free. Level 7s are in for 30k Violet, and they're going to easily get the first Frozen Punisher of the game. Gank attempt onto Johanna in the mid. Nice body blocks from Champa Ford. Nagrom is going to have to pop the Laws of Hope and try to get away here. Walking on down to the bottom lane. D.Va cannot keep up. Nagrom escapes and keeps on double soaking. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Punisher has been jumped effectively. Vala in the back and Hogger should clear that out fairly effectively. Fox Darkness, welcome to the stream. Cheering on Vendetta. You love to see it. Get the fans out. Salgo Jack looking for the kill onto Nagrom here as Johanna dipsy doodling around, getting away from the D.Va mech, or the D.Va pilot, I should say. In the mid lane, Nagrom coming up to help, just coming in and clearing that wave. Hogger taking a lot of damage, but spinning right over some of those rubies. Great route from Deckard is going to prevent any further engage. Stunned by Champa Ford, but Albatox is staying healthy there. Zadie a little bit low on mana, so Tychus gonna have to keep on moving. Epic Player trying to move away as well, as Gul'dan actually goes down in the mid. And there's Leoric going down on the top side. That's a double kill here for Vendetta. Great job keeping the pressure up. Bruisers continuing to bruise onto Johanna in this rotation. Now, in some trouble is Tychus. That's Albatox going down. Vendetta are coming back with a vengeance here, and those kills put them in the lead on the path to level 10. Now we see the Bruisers. Salgo Jack on the bottom side soloing this camp. Hogger on the right soloing this camp as well for Vendetta. Gul'dan just checking the edge here as Champa Ford is threatening an engage. Nagrom sees it. Got the simultaneous camp take, and now Vendetta might be cruising on over to this camp. Level 10 is very close for both sides. Zadie gonna just have to watch as the triple camp is capped by Vendetta. Epic Player will not be slowed down there. Moves away from the Diablo pin. Deckard will not get the Scroll of Sealing, but now the full team is on the chase. Epic Player is going to have nowhere to go here. Rain of Vengeance comes on out, and that is going to be a Leoric going down. 2 not enough for the self-save. Checking in on our level 10s. Vendetta, they've got the Micro Missiles, Rain of Vengeance, Hortipult, a apocalypse, and Deckard's still considering what it's going to be. 30k Violet, they've got the Entomb, Blessed Shield, Light Bomb, Horrify, and Commandeer Odin. As we see the Light Bomb pop there, now we have a counter ult from Diablo. Gul'dan putting that damage onto Champ of Horde, trying to get an execute there. Zadie pushed into the back. It's going to be a trade and win for Diablo here. Tychus falling on the top side as well, as the 2-for-1 for Vendetta quickly becomes a 2-for-0. Diablo's short on souls, but already back onto the battlefield to support the team for the next Arcane Punisher. Epic player already up here. Oh, Gul'dan goes down in the bottom lane. SCH getting out of trouble there. It wasn't expecting action down in the bottom lane, but a timely pick for Vendetta is going to allow them to take control of this point early. Augur with the bounce is going to get things rolling here. D.Va, of course, clearing as well. Diablo just trying to slow down Leoric before heading on into the objective. Gul'dan only back now, as the Augur spin is starting to degrade. Champ of Horde wants a flank, but Nagrom sees it. Forces out the Unstoppable, but there's Tychus on the chase. Big stun from the Johanna, followed up by the Light Bomb. Can Champ of Horde get away? Albatox wants to get the overkill. They're so close. The stun out from Vala is going to be enough for the save. Champ of Horde survives. SCH trying to get this kill onto Nagrom as Zalgo Jack is all over the back. Getting those auto attacks, that's going to be the bomb. Getting the execute onto Anduin. Can Nagrom escape here? The healing looks like it's going to be enough. D.Va boosts out of trouble. And Vendetta, they're looking for more. That's going to be Horrify out onto Indigo Zap, though. Has to use the Hog Wild to move on back. Tornado ended up being the choice for Geozaris. Albatox did manage to get on the north side of it, though. And the aggression and dive from the side of Vendetta seems to be catching 30k Violet off guard here. Level 13s are now just now acquired by 30k Violet. Champ of Horde wants to find an APOC combo. We'll see it onto Tychus. Can the damage catch up? Zadie has the pull. Geozaris taking a ton of damage from the fort is going to go down to the Nexus forces. SCH being chased out. Vala is going to go down. Champ of Horde is gathered up. That's going to be a kill onto Diablo. Now Indigo Zap is trying to bounce away, will do so. 30k Violet, they're going to lose the bottom fort, but get a ton of kills there to try to strike back on the map. Goodness, I need some water after that one. Goodness gracious me. Epic player getting the slow onto D.Va. Trying to build up that bomb charge, but moves away, gets the tap. Camp steal is completed there by 30k Violet. The objective finally going down there. Entomb comes out. D.Va able to get away. Champ of Horde getting a quick stun on the terrain, though. Now Diablo trying to re-engage. 30k Violet manages to move away. They're going to get back here and see if they can pick up this camp without an invade possibility. A little bit closer to 16 here is 30k Violet. That advantage they built up in the early going with those minions is keeping them in the mix here. Augur on the low side pops the Unstoppable right away. Deckard putting out all the little potions. Geozaris is caught, though. There is the full stun combo. Deckard Cain is going to go down. Champ of Horde taps and starts to move back, avoids the execute from the quarterback grenade. Zalgo Jack going to pop that mech explosion. They're trying to find Epic player, and they do. The Yorick goes down, and the chase continues. Zalgo Jack wants more. But it looks like 30k Violet have what it takes to get on out of there. Champ of Horde finding the quick stun there. Gul'dan on 35 out of 40 stacks. Now on that level 1 quest. Vala 25 stacks on the multi-shot. 28 globes so far have been gathered up by Johanna for the Laws of Hope. D.Va being chased away there. Leo is now back. Champ of Horde could be in a tough spot here. Gets the stun, but the Entomb is ready. Champ of Horde is going to get caught and executed. Diablo goes down. Can Augur turn it around here? D.Va flanking from the top side, wants to trade out. Panicolada trying to move away. There's the Light Bomb gather up from Nagrom. still trying to get them all out of there. Epic Player is going to go down as D.Va bumping them all out of position. 30k Violet looks like they may have to back up. Diablo now back on 25 souls. There's the Hortipult engaged. There is the big fear from Diablo, but Zalgo Jack survives. Going to be gathered up there and will finally be demech'd. Panda Colada able to mount up and get behind the wall there. Albatox may not be so lucky. The slows from Hogger are going to be too much. Odin shielding is not enough. Tychus goes down. Panda Colada is caught on the edge. And that is both DPS down on the side of 30k Violet. Vendetta are pushing down the bottom lane. They don't have the minion wave just yet, but they're going to see what they can do 5v3. They've got the Deckard sustain potions. Yorick gonna take a little bit of damage before moving on back, and now the minion wave is on the way, but top objective is now activating. Got a Mortar Punisher up in the top lane, and looks like Vendetta are going to start to peel back. Indigo Zap on the bottom side, gonna get some counter pressure here with this camp. The Yorick on the top side gonna grab a couple of these minions for 30k Violet and force the hand of Vendetta here. Nice gather up is going to get a quick sweep onto 8. Here comes Champa forward trying to push Leoric off the point. SCH in the area, but Zadie and Albatox are here for the support. Devastating charge quest completed by Champa forward, getting a little extra damage on that ability. D.Va Bomb comes on out as the Blessed Shield is used, with Johannes forced to move back. Hogger pushed away, is going to eat the entire corruption there, forced to move away. Tries to use the Loot Horde and the potion to heal, and it will be enough. APOC combo comes on out. Can Champa Ford survive? Somehow still alive, but Diablo goes down. Epic Player on the chase finds the swipe. That's Vala. That's Deckard. Zalgo Jack has the boosters to move on out, and Indigo Zap got away, but there's a counter triple kill for 30k Violet. Leoric gonna stay on the point. Bottom lane is pushing in a little bit onto this bottom keep. Johanna is gonna have to deal with that here. Nagrom stepping up to get this clear. Indigo Zap in the mid. Has the Hortipult. Just going to go ahead and pop that straight away. Panda Colada steps up. Going to put a little bit of EE damage onto this mid structure. Panda Colada could be in a bit of trouble here. Zalgo Jack with the pushback. But Zadie's healing is enough here. Of course, it is Hunger for Power for Gul'dan, so minus 25% on all incoming healing received. It's Indigo Zac trying to jump this over the wall. Mortar Punisher threatening the top keep here. While 30k Violet's actually pushing through the mid. Albatox already hit the Odin. Didn't have the level 20 though. So it won't be quite as long a duration. Top keep should be saved. Vendetta in the area. Gonna go ahead and clear that out. 30k Violet still ahead on experience. They've got the level 20 advantage. So far, Vendetta has shown that they're willing to fight in a good spot down a talent tier. There's the Entomb onto Diablo. Indigo Zac in the mix is going to spin on out of trouble right back through everybody. Deckard with the Lornado creating space as well, and Champa Ford will survive the Silence Entomb attempt. Leoric currently sitting almost at 100 stacks on the Mithril Mace quest. But this is trouble here. SCH trying to get some damage out. Epic Player low. Will get away. D.Va not so lucky in the bottom lane though, as the pressure from 30k Violet catching the mech and the pilot here. Augur on the edge. Uh-oh. Nice, unstoppable, but will it be enough? The grenade will not get the kill. Indigo Zap staying alive as Champa Ford wanting to re-engage off that minion. Will not get it. That Gul'dan damage really shredding through those buildings. Vendetta have level 20s, but they don't have D.Va, so they can't take a full engage here. 30k Violet just going to use that advantage to step back onto the map. For a 20 versus 20 here, both teams still have all of their keeps. Both teams also do have paths to victory. Top lane open here for 30k Violet, bottom lane open for Vendetta. We'll see what the positioning is going to be like. D.Va now back on the battlefield. We are now in the full scuffle. Nagrom moving aggressively, seeing if they can catch someone on the rotation. Decker just throwing those potions out like they're wards. So Nagrom showing in the bottom lane. Back camp is being worked on by 30k Violet. Looks like Nagrom going to get away with that forward push. Champa forward is going to see them all coming across here. Diablo remains unnoticed. Goes on to Panda Colada in the back line. There is the stun. And Tomb does not connect here, but Diablo taking too much damage. The Hellgate, will it be enough? The damage over time is ticking, and that is Diablo going down, but not before Tychus falls on the side of 30k Violet. Diablo is back and on the way here. Nagrom wants a stun, but will not find it. Leoric is going to fall. Zadie is being chased down and removed. The no control from Indigo Zap catches up to Panda Colada. Gul'dan trying to turn it around as Hogger goes down, but it will be Gul'dan to fall next. It's a 1 for 4 here now that Diablo is back. Nagrom slips away there, but Vendetta, they've got 30 seconds. Can they just go win? They're still looking for Nagrom. They're not going to go for the victory in the bottom lane. They've got the Shrine activating in the mid. It's a Frozen Punisher. And they will not go for the risk. Just going to try to get the objective. Epic player is about to resummon here. D.Va clearing the point. But Gul'dan and Anduin still down for a while. Tychus only coming back just now. 30k Violet. We're going to see what they can do on the map before they have to set up for the defense. Champa Ford is going to walk across. The team is going to engage. There's the silence in Tomb, but Champa Ford staying alive. Albatox is just all over Diablo. Diablo is going to go down for a full death here. The rest of the team could not catch up. 30k Violet managed to take the camp, and now they might have a chance to bully Vendetta off this point. It's 31 minions here, would take quite a bit, but the team is up and on the way. 38 minions. Nagrom trying to push them away here. Zalgo Jack just needs a couple hits, but demeched here. Zalgo Jack being pushed away. The objective does go over to Vendetta. Geozaris is stunned, but that's a full death onto D.Va. There is a root on the top side as well as Vala goes down. Nagrom catching Geozaris on the low side as Panda Colada goes for the drain life. Deckard Cain goes down. 30k Violet, they've lost the objective, but they've gained 4 kills, and now they're looking for more. Augur is put in the silence and Tomb. Can't spin out of that one. It's a full ace. And now 30k Violet are going to push through the top lane for victory. GG has been called in the chat. You see the Gul'dan damage just shredding through that core. The Odin is on, and 30k Violet are going to grab their first victory in this best of 3 here on Infernal Shrines. GG. Quite the back and forth game number 1 there. Vendetta doing a great job of bullying their way onto the point. They almost had an opening in the end, but 30k Violet catch them on the aggressive camp invade attempt, turn it around onto the objective, get the ace, and get the map. Very nicely capitalized on there by 30k Violet. Let's head over to the post-match. See what the stats can tell us here. Albatox on the Tychus, edging out Panda Colada for top hero damage in the end. Nearly 83,000 coming on out there. SCH on the Vala, a very nice 69,000 hero damage, almost 70k there for Vendetta. Let's take a look at the talent screen as we close out our prediction, which I now have to do manually. My goodness. Choose outcome. Complete. We did it. Let's update the scoreboard and we'll get ourselves ready for a game number 2. Looks like our next lobby is up. Looks like our next lobby is up. Let's see where we're going. Looks like this one was chosen by Vendetta. Fantastic. All right, as we fill in. No time for breaks. Let's go to map select. We are going to be going to Tomb of the Spider Queen here for game number 2 as chosen by Vendetta. 30k Violet is a team that really likes to pick map here, and Vendetta is going to try to throw them off their game by taking them to a slightly lesser played map. See if that strategy works out for him here. Very, very exciting game number 1. Let's go to me for a second. It is draft time. These teams are efficient. This is the efficiency stream. No more 12-minute breaks between every game. We're going right into our next draft. As strange as it sounds, 30k Violet are first to act. They're going to be first to act here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. We'll see if their bans change up at all. They will graciously take over the Junkrat banning from first pick position. Anubarak still going to be removed, though, by Vendetta. Anub's pretty good. Anubarak! I always got to say it like they would if you were the Alterac Pass announcer. Junkrat! Anubarak! How was that? Did I do it? How was that? Did I do it? Anduin gonna be the ban here from 30k Violet. Now that would tell me that they are going for a stun train. Anduin, one of the best healers in the game at saving someone from the stun train, saving someone from the terrain block. If I'm Vendetta, I'm probably banning Leoric here. But Stukov's pretty good too. So, 30k Violet will be first to act. See if they want to grab up that Vala, if they want that Johanna again. Honestly, I would just take the Leoric right now. Nagrom is actually going to grab the Hogger, though. Hogger chosen by 30k Violet. Interestingly picked by Nagrom. We'll see if that's just some draft shenanigans or if 30k Violet is going for some kind of insane bruiser composition. Zalgo Jack going to respond with that favored diva here for Vendetta. And Geozaris, an early white main. White main did get touched up this last patch, a couple of buffs. White main's always been on that edge of, like, if you're a white main god. Same way if you're, like, a Samuro god. If you're, you know, a Maiev god. It's just something you gotta pick up. You gotta play white main of the storm, and Geozaris is ready for it. Epic player gonna go ahead and take the Rexar here for 30k Violet, and Zadie locking in the Deckard. So we got some lockdown between Rexar and Deckard picked up here. Vendetta, they're looking at this lineup. This is looking like a lineup that'll only have 1 damage in the back. Not necessarily the case, but likely the case is what I will say. So they're going to ban the Tychus. Interesting. I was thinking Tychus might be something they'd want to pick up for themselves. But I guess not. So they're going to take it off the board. 30k Violet going to take away the Diablo, played by Champ of Horde last game, force him onto something else. So we'll see if Vendetta has to say with these next 2 picks. They've got their Diva, they've got their white main. They did show us a double bruiser last time, but Hogger is now gone. What's it going to be? They're going to grab up that Vala once again here for SCH. It's going to be a Nazebo Tyrael. Champ of Horde is going for the Tyrael here, SCH on the Nazebo. We've got ourselves quite an exhibition here for this game number 2. Quite the exhibition indeed. No idea what Indigo Zap might pick last year for Vendetta. 30k Violet, though. Panic Colada going to respond with the Mephisto, and Albatox, being a true gamer, is going to bring us some Artanis. They pick Gul'dan and Artanis in the same series. I think they might love me. Is this a proposal? Is this a proposal to me from 30k Violet? Because it feels like it. It feels like it. Though Nazebo plucks my heartstrings as well. Vendetta on the last pick. What is your favor that you offer? You offer a Chromie! Oh my gosh, I mained Chromie so much last year. This is a poppin' lobby right here. This is a poppin' lobby right here. Epic player going for the Artanis. Looks like Panic Colada staying with the Mephisto. Nagrom on Hogger. Albatox moving over to the Rexar here. Zap is there. Alright, everyone else is sticking. Everyone else is good. Is this Meta Madness? No, this is Crush's Draft Extravaganza. They've got all the Crush heroes. It's fantastic. Love to see it. Let's get a new prediction up. Prediction. Start. This one. Go. Got it. Bam. Who's gonna take it? It's my favored Artanis versus my very favored Chromie. My goodness. This is getting nuts up here. Looking at these two drafts. It's hard to defy the Mephisto. Mephisto is a good hero. See if it's going to be enough to overwhelm the white main here for Vendetta. Strap in for this one, folks. We are diving in. We are diving right into game number 2. On the left in the blue, it is 30k Violet. Epic player on the Artanis. Albatox is playing the Rexar. Nagrom on Hogger. Panic Colada is on the Mephisto. And Zadie is on the Deckard. On the right in the red, we have Vendetta. Champ of Horde is on Tyrael. Geozaris on the white main. SCH is on Nazebo. Indigo Zap on the Chromie. And Zalgo Jack is playing Diva.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Go.
It's game number 2. Starting on out here. No, this is not Quick Match. No, this is not Meta Madness. This is genius drafting from both sides. Picking heroes meant to curry my favor specifically. Because this is awesome. Artanis going for stacks on level 1. SCH in a little bit of trouble there is going to be rooted. Artanis trying to get a swap there, but was already locked down. Misha Bear is going to fall there. Turnaround damage from Vendetta. They're looking for Epic Player. Gets the back swap onto Zalgo Jack. Staying with the healing, though, as Epic Player is going to be run down there. Diva is demech'd, but not before removing Artanis. Champ of Horde in some trouble. Gets the Sword of Eldruin to move away. And the scrapping will continue here. Waves? What even are waves? We fight. We are here to fight. Albatox getting some good damage onto SCH. My goodness, Misha Bear is going to have to be put into the Zomboid wall. My goodness. The fighting never stops. The offlaners have remembered that there's a lane that they're responsible for. At least one of them has. Diva's decided to go do a camp. Looks like Indigo Zap is going to go cover, though. Hogger going to get the spin on the left as both teams are favoring their bruiser here at the 1 minute mark. I'm going to get that up and rolling. The only thing we're missing is Convection Kael'thas. That would help. I would have accepted a Convection Kael'thas rather than a Mephisto. That would have been okay with me. Panic Colada is flushed out there from the low brush. Bottom camp being worked on here by Epic Player, who shamefully went stacks! Protector of Ire on level 1, rather than the honorable amateur opponent. But that's okay, Artanis camp player is still fine. Still fine, just not as fine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Artanis mains no. Cruiser camp pressure coming on out from Vendetta here. That's the stun on Champ of Horde, but Geozaris keeping that health bar as high as possible. Looks like the zoning by Deckard is enough for 30k Violet to get the cruiser camp clear for the most part here. Tannis continuing to plug away here. It's both teams getting close, but not quite there on their first turn in. Just getting the rotations in, wanting to find their level 7s. Wanting to slow down and keep away the waves from the opposing team. Nagrom laughing at the Tyrael gang. Just stays in and counter Qs. Mephisto looking for a little bit of damage. Algo Jack in a spot of trouble. His Epic player is going to find a swap there. D.Va, safely at the gate, though, is going to force Artanis to back away. See Albatox covering the top side here for 30k Violet. Epic player grabbing the bottom side as Hogger spids away in the mid. Vendetta, much closer on experience in the early game than they were last time. Currently only about a half level behind, as level 7s are about to arrive for 30k Violet. Champ Ford getting away there, as that level 7 advantage is now realized. And what was, at the start, an extremely scrappy game has kind of gone a little bit quiet. As the teams remember that there is indeed a map that they should play. Panda Colada coming on up there to help the wave clear. Geozaris staying healthy, staying happy. Fish Hots, thank you very much for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the show. Saying, wish you could bet points. Are you from... I know someone, they live somewhere in Europe, I think in the Netherlands, or... There's a country there where the channel point betting that you're not allowed to do it because of local stuff. Oh, Nagrom actually stops in the zombie wall. That's a huge problem. Nagrom forced to move away, or forced to push back there, and Zadie dropping off the potions, but next level zombie wall from SCH actually catching a Hogger. Salgo Jack dropping off the bomb here, looking for Panda Colada, is going to take the damage, but D.Va is going to fall there. Was swapped and taken down before the mech proc was ready. It is the Netherlands. Okay, I thought I had that right, but I wasn't totally sure. Champ before it is able to drop off 21 there. But Blue Web Weavers are finished up. Epic player on the bottom side. Getting that turn in finally here for 30k Violet. So we'll see what the objective defense looks like here for Vendetta. Between Chromie and Nazebo, it shouldn't be too bad. But we shall see. We shall see. Champa Ford spotting the rotational gank there. Material pretty resilient in that spot. Oh, a lot of damage onto SCH trying to get behind the wall there as Misha Bear hitting the stun. A little bit of a focus on the top side here from 30k Violet. SCH with the range on level 1 will have a bit of an easier time clearing this out. 30k Violet have their level 10s here. We can see the Suppression Pulse, Unleash the Boars, Shockwave, Durance of Hate, as we see that being very effective against Whitemane there. A great root and a great kill. Stay a while and listen will ultimately be the choice for Deckard Cain. Champa Ford in trouble now, trying to get on out, is going to get hit. There is the Stay a While and Listen, slowing down SCH. Augur is going to be time trapped there. Indigo Zap starting to back off, going to be hit by the damage of Panda Colada. You heard that time stop from Indigo Zap, that was chosen at level 8 there by Chromie. Vendetta, the rest of their heroics are available now. We see the Haunting Spirit, we see the Sanctification, Micro Missiles. We'll see what Whitemane's going to pick up here. I'm not going to be able to tell. Okay, let's see. It's not Scarlet Aegis, it's the other one. It's Divine Reckoning. Yes! I can never tell by the image, and I can never remember because Whitemane is never drafted. Heyo! Divine Reckoning is picked up here by Whitemane. I believe that's the damage one, right? Yeah. Whitemane puts down the damage and lays in the damage, I believe is what the tooltip is there. Something about damage. Big Suppression Pulse in the back. Shockwave lands onto Tyrael, and that's going to be going down. Great ult there from the Mephisto as well, as Geozaris is knocked into the middle pillar by Nagrom. The self-healing not going to be enough. Unleash the Boar slow in the back line as 30k Violet have 2, and now they want more. Diva Mech Explosion is in the mix. SCH is caught and taken down. Great swap from Artanis, but it might be too much as the time loop is going to get the counter kill here. So a 2 for 1.5. There for 30k Violet. Zalgo Jack in some trouble here. Has 38 gems, but still has the boosters to escape. They really, really don't want to lose those gems on the side of Vendetta. They've just got their first turn-in of the game here. They're down level 13 talents. We'll see if they can get enough map pressure, as there is the Durance onto Diva. Panic Colada has to watch out for the Dragon's Breath there. Fisto's always got to watch out. The long range from Nazebo and Chromie are forever a problem. Epic player wanting a back swap there. Taking some poke, is going to use the well to heal back up. Stun on the outside onto Geozaris is good. Zombie Wall does not trap Misha this time, as we still have a level 13 advantage for 30k Violet. Epic player thinking about an engage here. Moves on up, goes for a back swap. Champa forward gets a quick dodge. Champa forward going right in there, trying to chase down Panic Colada. Albatox being forced out as well. Warps back in. Tyrael could be in a spot of trouble here. Continues to move on forward to try to get SCH in the mix. Durance of Fate is going to land onto the back line. Sanctification is going to be popped by Tyrael. Champa 4 continues to go in, but Hogger takes out Chromie in the mid, and that is going to be Tyrael going down in the back line. A split double kill for 30k Violet. Vendetta looking like they're a little bit on their heels right now. And it looks like 30k Violet, they're going to try to get a boss and a turn-in here. Got to tag the boss first. And they've got to get their turn-in and finish the boss. That's the most optimal way to go about this. They're going to get the turn-in. They're going to keep going with the boss here. Vendetta sees the boss is in the process of being taken, but they are currently down 2 levels here. Looks like they're going to clear the mid and start to come on up. Boss is going to be claimed by 30k Violet. We'll see if 30k Violet can get an engage. SCH, nice dodge on the Phase Prism. Diva gets the boost through everybody's. Oh, there is the blind coming on out. Zalgo Jack able to pop the mech and move on back to safety. Epic player gets away. Will not get hit by the bomb before being brought back by the time loop. Whitemane caught and taken down. Chromie swapped into danger as well. Trading out for just Misha so far as Rexar takes a nap in the back. Epic player continuing to move on forward, and Artanis with a 2-level lead is a dangerous beast indeed, but now Epic player is caught in the base. Artanis has to watch out for these corners here as Champa forward wants to re-engage. Nice side wall break from 30k Violet. Gets Artanis back to safety. Zalgo Jack trying to create some space, trying to get this clear. Diva swapped back in. Zalgo Jack with nowhere to go, but Artanis is taken down by the keep. Champa Ford is stunned and removed. 30k Violet continuing to trade out better than they lose. And it looks like they're going to claim this top keep with just the help of this boss. There it is. Boss will go down. There's the engage. Durance of Fate does not quite connect onto Geozaris. Mid keep is in a little bit of trouble. Nagrom is going to push this forward. There is the time loop onto Zadie, but the self potions are enough to get Deckard on through. Indigo Zap taking some damage from Misha, but Misha is removed. Panic Colada wants the last execute, but Geozaris with the big heals, and Mephisto is going to be caught here. 30k Violet just all out brawling here, but Vendetta striking back. Augur spun into the back, is going to find the Shockwave. A lot of damage coming on out onto Geozaris, but Whitemane is just going to heal that right off, and Augur is going to go down. Vendetta shows that they are not done yet. They get the catch-up experience to find level 16, but they are down to just a sliver of 1 keep, and 30k Violet continues to control all of their structures. See Artanis just going to go ahead and solo this bottom camp here. Tyrael threatening here on the left. Rest of the team is on the way. It looks like Zadie and Albatox are going to ultimately be forced to move back here. Epic Player looking at Indigo Zap on the back line, sees the rest of the team is here, drops the pulse, and is moved away. Tyrael with the Sanctification to stay alive as Artanis continues to go in. That's all Artanis can do. Can only go in. Now Panda Colada is in the mix. He is going to be caught and taken down. 30k Violet are just playing all the odds here, no matter how slim they are, to try to find the game-winning advantage. Now Nagrom is caught, going to try to spin out of trouble here, gets the angle on the top side. Camp is claimed. Now Nagrom has to move on out, tries to get a potion. Does do so, but Zalgo Jack is going to trap him in. There is the spin. Nagrom somehow gets away here. Albatox is caught, and the shockwave splits the back. Misha going to be destroyed by the mech explosion. Champa Ford gets cut off there. Tyrael, nowhere to go, is going to be taken out by the fort. As now Vendetta have drawn in within a level of that experience. They're losing health on the keep here as that fight just continued to happen. The catapults were starting to stack up. 73% remains on the core. Nagrom with the very forward scout sees Zalgo Jack here. The Pierce doesn't quite see Hogger, but the Dragon's Breath does. Hogger gonna spin out of trouble. Albatox gonna move on in there. Camp is taken. Epic Player wants to continue engaging, finds the swap onto D.Va. Gonna be demeched there. Can they get the kill onto Zalgo Jack? Nice DQ combo, but the healing from Whitemane is a lot. Great Endurance of Hate is going to be it for D.Va and Whitemane. SCH is going to be saved by the Sanctification for now. There is the on-the-spot ult from Nazebo, but it's not going to be enough. They do find the kill onto Hogger, but that's Tyrael going to be going down next. Epic Player wants to keep on going here. The Zealot charge to catch up to Chromie, and that is going to be the ace for one on the side of 30k Violet. They take the final structure, and they're going to move into the core. 19 kills to 10, an absolute slobber knocker here in game number 2. But in the end, the brawls are too much to handle for Vendetta. The level lead is too much, and 30k Violet is going to take this series 2-0. GG. There you have it. What a game number 2. Just a non-stop backroom brawl between these two teams. And 30k Violet comes out on top and is going to take this series 2-0. Let's go over to post-match here. See what the scoreboard can tell us. Nagrom on the Hogger. Top siege, top hero damage, and top experience soaked on the side of 30k Violet. Just bringing the noise every possible way. Over on the side of Vendetta, SCH, top siege and top hero damage there. 63,000 coming on out from the Nazebo. A valiant effort. But in the end, 30k Violet just getting the level advantage, giving them the advantage in those fights. Take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard here. Close out our prediction. We'll see if we can get ourselves an interview with the victors. Hi.
Doing pretty good. And yourself?
Doing pretty good. Quite the series we had today. Starting off on Infernal Shrines, that was a little bit of a nail-biter there for game number 1. What did you think coming into the draft when you saw the double bruiser comp there from Vendetta?
I mean, I thought we were pretty fine into a bruiser heavy comp. Like we had Leo and we had Vicus as well, so we weren't too worried.
You felt like you had the tools from the start there. It did seem like you definitely had the tools, definitely to pressure out Diablo on those engages there. Did you feel like there was a key to those fights in terms of targeting the front line, or was it really just finding, whatever opportunity presented itself when it came to those shrine fights?
Yeah, it's just punish whoever's out of position. We can kill literally anyone that's on their team if they step out wrong with Blessed and Tomb and Light Bomb and all that jazz. So just punish whoever's stepping out of position.
Speaking of the Blessed Shield there, we're finally seeing some variation in Johanna build since the last patch. You saw the Laws of Hope picked up there as well as the Blessed Shield. Do you feel like we're seeing a return to just, good old main tank Johanna here?
I mean, people should have been picking Blessed over Falling Sword like 2 or 3 patches ago. Like, I don't know why people keep picking Falling Sword when it's not good to pick Falling Sword most games. Like, you're getting rid of your engage if you go Falling Sword. Like, you're not gonna just Falling Sword onto their team and get kills. Like, you need that Blessed Shield to start that, CC chain from range and get the engage. Unless you have, some other form of engage on your team, like a Maiev or something, or maybe like a Light Bomb Genji.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I think most of the time, people should have been picking Blessed Shield anyway instead of Falling Sword. So
It was very cool to see today. Not, it's been quite a while since I've seen anything but Falling Sword, so it was cool out there. In the final moments there on Infernal Shrines, Vendetta got a lot of kills, but then ultimately decided to double on back to the objective. Were you surprised that they didn't take a run at the core?
no, their only core damage really was Vala, and we still had our Joe up, and then I was respawning soon on the Leo, so I don't think they had enough time to go for core. So I think going back and doing objective was the call. Maybe
Okay.
they could have gotten keep and then gone for objective, but I don't think they could have ended it all.
Okay. Okay. I was wondering whether they could have done it, but it's good to have that perspective for sure.
Yeah, I think they probably could have gotten keep and then gone for objective, but I definitely don't think they had time to do core. They didn't have enough damage.
Understandable. Well, they tried to invade that left side bruiser. You got the turnaround, you got the ace, and picked up game number 1 there. Going into game number 2, it seemed like everyone took all the Crushinator heroes there. We got the Artanis out, we got the Chromie out, Zebo was in. Tell me about the triple bruiser comp there for 30k Violet. Was it just, we're here to brawl, let's see how we do it, or was there a little method to the madness there?
Dagram's been wanting to play, some off-meta tanks, Hog or Rexar. Yeah, in a scrim he busted out an Artanis main tank, so if we think it looks decent, we'll let the man have some fun and play those heroes that he has been asking us to play.
Well, looked like you were having definitely a lot of fun out there. Up 6 structures to 1, just continuing to try out those engages was very, very fun to cast. But ultimately,
triple bruiser is also like it's a pretty meta thing on Tomb too, so it's not a bad idea.
It did a lot of work there for sure. Tell me about the Mephisto in the backline. Whenever I see a Mephisto, I'm always wondering if it's enough sustained damage as a solo backline there. Did you feel like, the Mephisto was the right pick, or is there something else you can slot in with this sort of composition?
I mean, if you're going triple bruiser, pretty much any hyper carry works. The Mephisto can work. It just depends on how good your Mephisto player is, and Panda's pretty good on his mages. So if he thinks that that's the pick, we'll let him play it.
Makes sense. Well, 30k Violet takes game number 2, solidifies the top seed going into the playoffs here, which are coming up very, very shortly. Are there any rematches, any grudge matches coming up in the playoffs that you're looking forward to?
It'll probably be the match against Caffeinated Knights.
Looking forward to the Caffeinated Knights. They've been doing pretty well. Let me take a look here. They're currently sitting in the number 2 seed. Should be a very interesting playoff set. Well, congratulations on the 2-0 today. Looking very strong out there. The floor is yours. Any shout outs you'd like to make before we close out?
Yeah, shout outs to you for casting. Shout outs to all the NGS mods working behind the scenes to make this stuff happen. And shout out to my teammates and everyone else at 30K for letting us do this stuff.
Awesome. Epic player, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck going forward in the playoffs.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
Dude, bye.
All right.